What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the videos. Today we are talking about 5 car parts under $50 that don't suck, and give me about a $10 buffer around that $50 rule, because to find car parts that don't suck under $50, it's kind of a hard thing. So just bear with me. Some might be 60, some might be 50, but just it's close enough. So let's hop right in and get on to number 1. So car part number 1 under $50 that doesn't suck is shift knobs. Now you can find a lot of shift knobs out there. You can find cheap ones on Amazon. I'm sure the Wish app has a ton. You can also buy them on Facebook Marketplace or OfferUp or whatever. But what I recommend for a shift knob is to find a really good quality shift knob. The brands that I like to go to are D&D Performance and NRG. They've been doing it for a while. I've used both of these shift knob brands and they both feel great in my hand. I stopped using the D&D Performance one because it was a really tall, long shift knob that when I was shifting, it just felt like I was rowing a boat. And so I switched back to my NRG shift knob because it's a weighted, smaller shift knob that really almost feels like you have a short shifter in your car, and I really love it. And honestly, who doesn't love a good shift knob when you're gapping Miatas on the highway, which is about all I can gap in my 350Z. I'm just kidding, I can gap a little bit more than that. But it just feels good to have something that is weighted and it shifts well in your hands. It's a driver-oriented mod. It is a performance mod for the driver. And so I recommend find a shift knob. I recommend D&D Performance, NRG, Mishimoto makes some shift knobs too. Check them out, links down below. So since all car guys and girls are pretty much buying 90s and early 2000s Japanese cars, they need a little bit of an update. And what's the best way to update your car? Make it feel newer for cheap. LED lights. You can upgrade your turn signals to LED lights, your interior lights to LED lights, your high beams, your low beams, all these things can be updated to LED, and it gives your car a more luxurious look, and it also gives it an updated look. These cars from the 90s and early 2000s, even deep into the 2000s, used an older filament style light bulb that's an incandescent bulb that works well, but they're dull. And updating your lights is going to be one of the best ways to modify your car to make it look better. It doesn't necessarily make it faster or anything like that, but it is these small details in a car build that really make your car stand out from some of the other builds. And so that's why on my list for car parts under $50 that don't suck, on number 2 is LED lights. Check out Diode Dynamics. It's all going to be linked down below. Diode Dynamics makes a very good quality product, and I highly recommend them. I've used some other brands off Amazon and stuff like that, and they break almost immediately. Spend the extra money and use Diode Dynamics. All right, guys, so moving on to number 3 of the car parts under $50 that don't suck are wheel spacers. Now, hear me out. This may not be the coolest mod. There is some, discrepancy about whether wheel spacers are even safe for you to use. If Chris Forsberg can use wheel spacers on his professional drift car in Formula Drift, then you can put a wheel spacer on your 90s shitbox Japanese car just like I do to get good fitment and be just fine. It all comes down to the quality of the spacer and if you've torqued it down enough. So make sure you do those 2 things, do your research, but wheel spacers to me are definitely safe and something that you should do to make your wheels fit your wheel arches just a little bit better, because we all want perfect fitment, and sometimes buying expensive wheels is just not in the budget. So, to maybe modify your car, use your older wheels, it's easier for us to get wheel spacers, space them out, and make the wheel and the fitment of your wheel and tire setup look way better. And for this, honestly, I think you guys just Google around for a brand. I own a Z car, I own a 350Z Nismo, and so I use Z1 Motorsports. They're CNC'd aluminum. That's something I would look for. I wouldn't go for a cast wheel spacer. That just sounds really dangerous. So I would go CNC'd aluminum or whatever and use that. So wheel spacers are number 3 on the list. You can find them for under $50. Just check, do some research, and I mean, you might even find them on sale, which is even better. Moving on to number 4 of the car parts under $50 that don't suck are lug nuts. Now you may be asking yourself, Chase, why are lug nuts even cool? I don't even care about them. So as an automotive photographer, I look for the small details, and I think any car guy or girl that builds their car for a show or track oriented or just a cool street style looking car, it's really about the details. And details are the most important thing. When I'm taking a picture, I'm looking at the small details that make your car stick out and that are gonna stick out when I'm editing the picture and putting it up on Instagram or whatever, because it's the details that matter to the car. And they may not add any performance. In fact, none of the car parts that we've talked about here have really added any performance. They've added some driver modifications like the shift knob and stuff, but lug nuts are really a style thing. If you have a set of work 3-piece wheels, well, they make work lug nuts that could match your wheel, and that is a detail that people love to look at. Especially, you know, if you're buying, you know, Volk TE37s, they make Volk lug nuts. They make, you know, 326 makes lug nuts for their wheels, and I think those details for those very Japanese specific brands are important. I think that's why we love Japanese cars, is the details of the builds are so important, and lug nuts are a really cheap, fun way to modify your car. I've got Mishimoto lug nuts on my 350Z Nismo. They're just black on the gold wheels, and it looks really good, looks really clean, and it's better than the silver ones I had from factory. And so I really love lug nuts. I think they're cool. It's a really nice way to add small little details, and frankly, they can look really nice, especially if you have a nice contrast color with the wheel. So for the number 4 part, I'm picking lug nuts. You can find them anywhere for under $50, but definitely also do your research. If you're buying more expensive ones that come from car part companies like Volk or Work or 326, they might cost a little bit more, but it's all about your build and how you want to build it. I'll link Mishimoto down below because they make some really good CNC lug nuts that I think you guys would like to check out. All right, guys, moving on to the final car part under $50 that doesn't suck. And for this one, I'm picking vinyl wrap. Now, you may be saying, Chase, vinyl wrap is such a stupid one, but it really adds a really cool look to your car, especially if you're doing it tastefully. Anybody that owns a Subaru will tell you that you are gonna probably put yellow film over your fog lights to give it that rally look. I know that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna be ordering some yellow film very soon. And you know, truthfully, you can find some wrap that sucks, but if you're doing a small part, it doesn't really matter if it sucks or not because it's a small piece, right? But if you're wrapping your roof, for example, you want to get high quality stuff like 3M wrap and things like that. You can find it on Amazon. Make sure you're buying like legit 3M. There's a lot of fake stuff out there. Now, one of the places that I personally am going to be buying my vinyl wrap from is Premium Auto Styling. They are based out of California, and they do a lot of their business with pre-cut vinyl work. And so, you know, they have a template, you stick it on there, and it's easy peasy, and the quality of the film is really, really good. And so vinyl wrap can really change the way your car looks. Wrapping your roof on your car can really change the way your car looks, and I think it looks absolutely incredible. And so I recommend, again, we're talking small details here, vinyl wrap is such a cool way to inexpensively, cheaply change the look of your car and give it kind of a more aggressive look, maybe making some of the lines more aggressive looking with some black underlining or something like that. I think vinyl wrap is a great way to do that. So, like always, check it out, link down below, Premium Auto Styling, and also I'll link an Amazon link down below for good 3M wrap. All right, everyone, this was the top 5 car parts under $50 that don't suck. Now, I realize with a video like this, I probably missed an entire another list of car parts that don't suck that fall into this category. So that's where you guys come into play. Leave them down in the comments and let me know what I missed, because I do not want to leave anything out. I want this to be a resource for old car enthusiasts, new car enthusiasts, people that just want to modify their car but maybe don't have a lot of money right now. And I want this to be a resource for everybody, so drop it down in the comments and let me know and let us know what car parts that are under $50 that don't suck. Let us know your recommendations, link them down below. Anything and everything helps. Also, if you guys want to see more videos like this, 5 car parts under $100, under $500, whatever it is, let me know down in the comments because I would love to do more videos like this. I really enjoy doing the research on videos like this. As always, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you in the next video, which is probably going to be tomorrow, where we're talking about the 2021 goals for not only the channel, but for me personally. So be sure to come back tomorrow and check it out. I will see you in the next one. Peace!